You just stopped it.
It was already. Never mind.
Is it recording?
Yeah,
No, it ain't.
it numbers at the top. It's recording.
Oh.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, one half of the Dynamic Duo Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. I'm known as Just This.
I'm Big Unc.
That's Big Unc.
I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
Screaming out, let's talk. What we talking about?
All right, today's video, y'all, we had to do it. It's time that we do it.
For you, and I see you in the back.
I
Definitely
see
for you in the back. Definitely. So today we are addressing all the haters.
All the haters.
All the haters.
So, first hate message that we got, we're some ignorant men.
Yeah.
Now, when I saw it, it was kind of funny.
All the haters. We gotta talk to y'all.
But then when I thought about it,
Bring
I thought
that
about
ass
maybe y'all
here.
right. Maybe y'all are ignorant. Yeah, I did that. Y'all are ignorant. Now, the comment that they said that we're ignorant about was a clip where we said, you're right, a man and a woman can't do the same thing. Such as, if a man has sex with 8 women, he can get pregnant, he can pregnant all 8. If a woman has sex with 8 men, she's only pregnant by 1.
Right.
She's off the market more or less for 9-10 months.
Mm-hmm.
A man, after he busts, he can get back up and hit his skins.
Mm-hmm.
But they say that's that ignorant nigga logic.
I mean,
It's true.
okay, so I would say they will have to be there for the tense of the connotation of what was being said
Right.
before and after that.
Right, because
In order for it to make sense.
Yeah,
right. It's just a clip. So shock value sets in and they become keyboard warriors real quick.
They do.
And they want to spew that out. But we know this when we say stuff like this, right? We know this. We get it, right? And most people will hear that and think that we are degrading women and stuff like that, which that wasn't the case. That's why I said you have to hear the context in which it was said, the conversation that we was having. And then stuff like that will make more sense to you.
Right.
You know? I'm gonna address another comment that was said to me.
Okay.
Y'all need to make real content.
Whoa.
Y'all need to make real content.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
I
What do you
challenge
consider real?
I challenge that person to come on the podcast or to even just watch it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What do you consider you? Not you. Sit down. You.
Way back to you.
What do you consider real? Talking about the latest perfume? The nicest nail polish?
Well, I mean, the things that they brought up, right?
Okay.
Because it was all in the comment. It was all this was in the comment.
Okay.
And it was they brought up the topic that they brought up was good topics.
Okay.
It was good topics, I'm not gonna lie. Have we covered some of them? Absolutely. Have we covered all of them? Absolutely not.
Okay. Give me one. Just give me one good one that they had.
The way, and the exact words was the way black boys are treated in the military. Okay, good topic, right?
Good
No
topic.
problem. We've touched on it during other type of conversations, especially like when we do world news or current events and that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But to say that we don't do real content is bullshit.
Was
And I'm gonna say it
diabolical.
just like that. That's why I challenge that person to come to the podcast. Come on the podcast and let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
You're welcome.
So
to
that
come
way you
here
can see that
on the
we
platform.
we
and speak your
do real
piece.
content. We talk about real stuff. Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Real issues. You can go and look at some of the stuff we talking about and you'll be hard pressed to find 3 other people that's talking about what we talk about.
We're
3
not-
other people.
We're not
3 other shows rather.
we're
y'all
not
know what we mean.
We're not topic hopping.
Right.
We don't do what everybody
The
else is
popular
doing.
topic that you may
Because
see.
there's no point in giving you our analytical take on something you didn't already seen 15, 20 different times, just so you can say, hey, they got an interesting point.
Right.
Or, hey, they touched on the same thing that somebody else said.
Right.
That's not original.
Right.
That's not thought-provoking. That's not right. So,
And-
like, if we jumped on, like, the Charlie Click, Kirk, we jumped on that because everybody else jumped on it. You said we were being bandwagon jumpers. Why we can't just be us and set the bar for where we want to be?
And we talked about that our way. And it wasn't for a whole podcast.
No.
We talked about it during I don't even remember what the podcast was about that particular day, but we talked about it.
We mentioned
And-
world news.
Right, exactly.
During
During
world
the
news.
world news, and we were just talking about different topics.
and international.
Yeah, it was global, like, right, domestic and international news, exactly. So, but once again, right, we don't do real content, really. we just got through talking about letting people in.
Yep.
We talking about emotional intelligence.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? We talk about misogyny,
Right.
misandry,
Right.
Yep.
you know, emotional damage.
Whoa.
You see what I'm talking about? What's the other one?
Kevin Samuels.
No, the one we just did 2 weeks ago, and I told you that was a great topic.
Oh, trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding, right. So somebody please tell me, are those not real? That's real content right there.
But real people don't deal with that.
Right. Oh, that's
Real
right.
people
That's
don't
right. Yeah,
deal with
they don't
trauma.
deal. Yeah, I forgot about that. Real folks don't deal with trauma, especially in that person's world. I guess I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it's stuff like that if we wasn't doing it right, we wouldn't get comments like that. So we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate it. But we got to address all the haters, y'all. We have to address all the haters.
Let's see. Where are these comments at? Let me see.
You know, and y'all, we've been doing this for a minute now, right? We're not where we want to be. We're not where we want to be. But we know if we can start getting more reaction like that, we'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
Because the fact that they saying we ain't doing it, we actually doing it, and they know it.
And they know
Okay.
we're doing it.
Okay, check it out. So check it out. I'm gonna read the actual comment.
Okay.
All right. So the initial comment was he makes a bold claim about how quickly men can pregnancy relate. That's the clip.
Mhm.
It just says how men. He makes a bold claim about how quickly men can. Boom. So the comments was, I gave birth for 10 months. That's not a bad comment, ma'am. Some women take 10 months. Some women take less than 10. The full term is 10 months. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
For the ones that don't know, thank you.
Mhm.
It just goes under the book is 9 months because the actual first month that you get accepted is not counted. Gotcha. All right. So then the lady says he sounds dumb. So I chimed in and asked, was I wrong? This is the difference between men and women sleeping around with multiple partners.
Mm.
If a man sleeps with X number of women, he can get X number of women pregnant.
Right.
If a woman sleeps with the same number of men, she can only get pregnant once.
Right. But what is your stance on saying that? Are you saying that it's okay for men to do it and not for women to do it?
No. That wasn't.
Because that's how they're responding to though. They're responding as if you're saying that. That's why I said they have to go back and see
the whole
entirety
video.
of what we were talking about.
Okay.
Because they say, oh, they dumb, they ignorant, because in their mind you're saying that men can do it and women can't. Men can sleep with 10 women and it'll be okay
All
because
right.
we can impregnate all of them.
See,
but
that's
women
why
can't.
I needed said here to break down the barrier.
Yeah.
So no, ladies, I wasn't saying it's right or wrong. I was just saying the difference between men sleeping with a lot of women and women trying to sleep with a lot of men. Not saying either one is correct. Not saying that at all. But they also said slow conversations by men. That was the last comment. Slow conversations by men.
Of course. I mean, meaning that we're slow, or literally it's slow to evolve. This conversation is evolving real slowly. Which one is it? Because I'll read it and I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I will.
You see what I'm saying? It's slow conversations by men. Okay, so
You're trying to get the norm.
well we evolving the conversation at a slow pace.
Right.
Because we breaking it down and we talking about this and we dissecting and then we're moving on.
But to be
But
honest,
they could have meant it as an insult, saying that we slow.
Right.
But to be honest, unless you go back and watch the whole video in its entirety, I can't tell you exactly how the whole conversation went.
Right.
Because we make more than one video all the time.
Exactly.
So for me to jump in and say, hey, it was just about, that's wrong. But what we were talking about at that moment was the basis of sleeping around. Not the basis of sleeping around, and here go the consequences. Because a man can have a baby, just like a woman can have a baby. It's her baby. He's liable most of the time. He's not liable when he chooses not to care. And that's not necessarily a pick on him as a person. He may just be afraid of being a dad. It's a million reasons why he may not want to be that baby's dad. But at the same token, she chose him like he chose her. So that's both of their mistakes. That's not just his.
I mean,
women need to vet who they sleep with a little better sometimes. Men need to vet who they sleep with some of the time. Because if you know the woman is fertile or doesn't have kids, and you sleep with her, and she wants to keep this baby, and you don't want to have nothing to do with her, you fucked up, dude. You fucked all the way up. Now, she liked you because she thought you had something going on, or she liked you for whatever the reason was, and you told her, "Hey, I don't want nothing serious. I just want tonight." And she chooses to have a baby. She fucked up unless she's gonna raise it by herself.
And see, that's the harsh way to say that, right? That's the straightforward way of saying it.
Oh, that
right?
was harsh.
Well, it's not harsh, but it ain't sensitive, or it ain't, you know, it's very truthful, right? But I'm saying there's a flip side on saying the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And once again, there's no right or wrong way.
True.
But I think that's why a lot of women be like, oh, y'all such and such and such and such, because we'll say it the way you just said it. You see what I'm saying?
Because I don't use tag.
Well, it's not tag. You just say it the way you say it.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with it, though.
Okay.
Because once again, that's what people are tuning in for.
True.
They want to hear you say it the way you say it. Then they want to hear me say it the way I say it.
Right.
And then they can converse. You see what I'm saying about it and be like, okay, well, hell yeah.
By all means, redirect.
Well, I mean, okay, I can say the same thing that you just said the way you said it, right?
Okay.
But then you can flip it and be like, well, if you're dating somebody and without saying she's very fertile, because that's almost understood to be. For most, right?
Okay.
Let's just say on average, right?
Okay.
So if you have unprotected sex, then it's a very high chance that you can have a baby.
I like
very
that.
high chance.
I
You
like
see what I'm saying?
Okay.
As opposed to saying she's fertile and she got pregnant, just say you have unprotected sex, it's a high chance that she can get pregnant. Okay, she gets pregnant. Now's the decision to be made. He tells her, hey, I don't want to have the baby. She says, well, hey, according to my religion, I don't believe in smush-motion. Because we can't say certain words.
Right.
I don't believe in smush-motion.
Smush-motion.
Or getting rid of, you see what I'm saying? I don't believe in that.
Right.
So she's going to have it. And now he's stuck. Because it just is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Even if he told her from the beginning, like you said, and I like how you said it.
Right.
I'm just here for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And if she's still willing to go with, you know what I'm saying, I'm just here for tonight, okay, cool. But if y'all go unprotected, so now these are just different steps.
Right.
Boom. Landmine right here. I'm just here for tonight.
Tripwire right there.
Right. Both of y'all agree we just here for tonight. Okay, cool. That was first tripwire. Boom. Second one was when you say, hey, I don't have no protection.
Right.
I mean, landmine. Yeah. Second one, I don't have no protection. Oh, shit. Now you're pulling the pin out the grenade.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's getting worse and worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And then he go ahead
rocking straight up
and what's the term? Shoot the club up. And y'all know what that means. That means he you know what I'm talking about, inside of her. Boom, he shot the club up, right?
Crazy.
Boom. That's the whole fucking
crazy
landmine. That's the whole RPG. That's all of that.
You just set in the tank and pulled the pin and dropped them.
But you see how it was, I ain't gonna say mistake, but it was obstacle after obstacle after obstacle.
It don't just happen over.
It don't just happen, right? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now, once the end result comes, meaning she's pregnant, now what you gonna do? Or what if the other way around?
He want the baby and she don't?
The baby, he's super religious, and she don't have the same belief system he has, right?
That still goes
she
back
feel
to
like
that.
I don't want a baby right now.
That still goes back to both parties need to vet each other better.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm just saying, I'm showing the progression of it.
Right. If a man wants the baby, in most cases, because I've been there, I was that guy. She got pregnant. She said, "What we gonna do?" I said, "We gonna raise it." I said, "Okay." Talked to her grandma, cousin, somebody, and she called me back 2 weeks later, or no, she called me a week later. Might have been a couple of days. She called me back. She stopped answering my phone for a couple of days.
Right.
She called me back, and I was mad because in my heart, I knew she did the smush. And she said, "Why you don't talk to me no more?" And I said, "What do I have to talk to you about? You made a choice that you can live with that I didn't want you to make."
Right.
And she said, "So you don't support me?" And my mother told me that I was too young to be angry with her because that I didn't need that person in my life at that age. The child. I didn't need a child at that age. And so it took everything in me to get on the phone with her and say, "Yeah, I support you." It was a good decision. You did the right thing. And after I got off the phone, I didn't call her no more. I didn't answer no more phone calls.
Right.
Or
Right.
late nights. I'm having nightmares. I'm thinking about the child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got nothing to say to you no more.
Right. Right.
So-
And that's deep because it was a movie, right? It was a movie. It was an old movie too, y'all. Don't remember the name of it, but anyway, this man was haunted by his unborn kids.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Similar situation,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like with multiple women and all this.
Mhm,
Like he was like for the streets, as we
I
would
think
say
I
now.
know what you're talking about.
And I can't remember the movie, but he was his dreams and shit. He was haunted by these kids, and he would see their faces and stuff, and all this
Grown
other
up.
stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
and in the movie, I think he either unalived himself or went to like a mental hospital. Something like it was a
I don't remember.
bad ending for him. But like
Right.
I said, it's an old movie, like late '80s, early '90s movie. Could have been an HBO. Remember one of them HBO movies?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the concept was such a good concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I remember the shit 30 years later. You know what I'm saying? So good concept though. But similar to what you were just saying, like you said, what we got to talk about?
that common sense.
And-
That common sense song really hit me.
Yeah.
That $386 ain't worth
And-
my soul.
But when you look at it from your mama's point of view, when she told you you too young
Right.
to have that,
Right.
maybe she was right.
Maybe she
You
was.
see what I'm saying? And you just didn't see it at the time because you like, okay, regardless of my age, I don't believe in this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
you was old enough to know that you didn't believe in that. So,
True.
you know, it's once again mental maturity. You know what I'm saying? And once we have certain levels of understanding with shit, it makes things better to deal with.
It does.
It makes it more acceptable. You know what I'm saying? You be like, okay, you know what? I understand. I get I get it.
Mhm.
I get it.
Yeah.
Real content for y'all. This is what we talking about,
Real
y'all.
content.
See what I'm saying? This is the stuff that everybody go through, that everybody be wondering, that everybody be talking about. You see what I'm saying? There's a term called survivor's remorse. Survivor's remorse. And basically
We
what
talked
that
about that
means,
too.
we definitely talked about
Talked
that.
about that.
Short version for what that mean is when you make it out the hood and your friends didn't.
Or a situation where you're alive.
And they're
They're
not.
not.
It's called survivor's remorse.
Yep.
And it's very real, y'all. Very, very real. So a lot of times when it happens with kids and stuff like that, the parents, the females, the mama or potential mama who decided to make that decision, she deals with the guilt of that too.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? She because she made the decision. Hey,
Situations.
right in this moment, I realized I didn't need this child. I didn't want the child. Whatever. But she deals with that too psychologically.
Mhm.
Same way the man does. You see what I'm saying, y'all? So y'all, this is real content. This is real things that real people go through. And we appreciate y'all tuning in and checking this out, y'all. We definitely appreciate that. If you have something that you would like to talk about, drop it in the comments. If y'all can't hit us on the inbox, put it in the comment when you see this video. We will definitely shout you out and talk about your topic. But
And for all the
go ahead.
naysayers and all the non-believers and all the haters and haters, we still gonna be dysfunctional, said,
Big
big
on.
on.
Absolutely.
With that being said,
With that being
That
said,
being said,
I'm your boy Said. We out of time. Till the
For
next time.
let's talk.
Peace.